The following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Do you really want to? Damn you, Cena. You were never the problem.
We've come to realize it was never your fault, John. It was their fault.
Anybody who's watched that damn show, I know y'all motherfuckers love that shit right now. And with that being said, it go a little something like this. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Banter Club proudly brings to you, it is I, Cole, longest reigning tag team champion of all the times, the Angel of Death 6XL, joining me as always.
It is I, the other half of the longest reigning tag champs of all the times.
All the times.
It's TJ the Great too. TJ the Great. Of course, we are the Banter Club. We are here to discuss AEW Dynamite on the Hoes Network, the TBS network.
Stop.
You know it's all about them hoes. But
there's some hoes in this house. There's some
hoes in this house indeed. We got to talk Dynamite this week. But you know, before we do that, there's actually quite a bit to talk about this week in terms of what's going on in the wide world of pro wrestling. Let's talk about some contract expiries coming up. Tony Khan has talked about how he doesn't intend to release people in the way that, WWE releases people when, they just decide to up and either just cut a person because, or like they've been doing, cutting a whole bunch of people per quarter. He said that, I'm going to sign people. I'm going to let them work the length of their contract. And if, it don't work out or I decide I'm not going to use them as much, then he just won't renew. But he has said, some people, even if he doesn't renew their contract, he'll still bring them in on a pay per appearance deal. So, they won't be full-time AEW. Like, for instance, Peter Avalon's contract has expired and it would appear that he is no longer going to be an AEW regular. They'll still use him, but he's not going to be permanently signed onto the AEW roster. But they'll still bring him in and they'll still pay him for when they use him and shit like that. So I think that's what it's going to be. Now that the roster has gotten so big and they've gotten so much more star power than they had when they started, there's only so much space for full-time contracts. So some guys are going to be moved into the, per appearance tier. So, shit shuffles the way it shuffles. And another contract that is about to expire and apparently will not be renewed is Lio Rush's. It expires in February, in a few weeks.
What's good with Lio, man? He never wants to stay anywhere.
And in fairness, Lio himself has said that, I'm a journeyman. I want to do my own thing at my own pace. I don't like to be tied down. So I guess this contract that he signed with AEW was either a set amount of matches or months, and it's coming up. And looks like Leo's going to be back out on the indie scene. I hope this, it wasn't any frostiness created because of the whole Swole situation, because Leo spoke out about that. He was like, nah, I'm not cool with this shit. So I hope that didn't, cause a rift between him and Tony. Even though Leo said, I spoke to Tony Khan and everything was good. So I would have to go off that word and just hope that nothing went wrong in that relationship, because I feel like Leo has so much to bring to the table in AEW. And, if he's leaving because of some bullshit, because of a bad situation, I think that's unfortunate. I think that's an L. But if he's just leaving because, I don't want to be tied down, I want to go do my own thing as I want to do it, then, he's his own man. You can't stop him. So
you can't rock with me.
Don't stop. So Leo will be a free agent in the coming weeks. And there are rumors about other potential names that won't have their contracts renewed at AEW But I mean, all that is speculation right now. I guess we'll figure it out when the days come.
Did you hear about the hilarious Cody thing?
Which hilarious Cody thing? The Cody verse went crazy this week.
The fact that he's somewhat not signed.
Yeah, apparently he's a free agent. Apparently he's been working without a contract for a few weeks now. And I mean, you know, I don't think anything comes of it because, like, he built this company. You know, Tony Khan built this company, but Cody was a major part of it. As we're going to talk about tonight. Baby. Yeah, he himself is going to talk about that on this show. But I mean,
he talks about it OD on this show.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't think Cody going nowhere. You know,
I think he's turning heel, which is great.
yeah, like maybe that's going to be a part of whatever the Cody verse is going on in the Cody verse. But I wouldn't. You know, I know some people was like Cody in the Rumble. I don't think so. But you know, he's a free agent. Let's go to that other place where the Royal Rumble is happening real quick. Because let's talk about some releases, or one in particular. Our boy Mustafa Ali, he wants out. He spoke out on Twitter this week, said he has, you know, dreams and goals in mind that are beyond professional wrestling that he wants to accomplish. And he has asked WWE for his release. And they came out the next day and said, no.
1, 2, he got him.
No. About no.
No.
Apparently he's got years left on his contract. And WWE's like, nah, you ain't going nowhere, brother. Stamford prison system strikes again. Apparently Ali hasn't been on TV since November. Yep. And the root of the friction here is Ali had a heated argument with Vince McMahon, reportedly, stating that, you know, the root of the argument was Vince asked Ali or pitched something to Ali that Ali did not want to do at all. And Ali has been very outspoken about the fact that he never, ever wants to be an evil foreign heel. So naturally, when people are like, Vince pitched Ali something that he hated, and knowing that Ali has always said that, you can guess what people are thinking the pitch was.
Yep. Iron Sheik.
Yeah, they were thinking that he pitched him the one thing Ali said, I will never be. Hey, pal, so how about you come out there and then you start saying, fuck America and shit like that. You don't want to do that. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but you put two and two together.
Yeah, because he said he would never, and you know, Vince has been poking the bear, so to say.
Yeah, and I mean that's Vince's wheelhouse. Like, based on nothing else but history, we know that's what Vince likes to do with men of Mustafa Ali's color and race. So, I mean, the hashtag has broken out on the Twitterverse. So free Ali, hashtag free Ali, free the boy. He ain't do nothing wrong. Get him out of there. So that's where we at there.
You want to know what else I want to free?
What?
Free Finn Balor.
Damn, it's getting bad for the homie Finn?
Yeah, apparently Vince said to somebody that he doesn't really see much in him anymore. And I'm like, so let him go. I want him out here.
Yeah. But I bet if he wanted to go, they'd say no.
Yep.
Yeah, so Bully Ray went on Busted Open after Dynamite this past week and talked about, as we're going to talk about, Jon Moxley's return and his address to the crowd, and said that he felt that Jon Moxley should have apologized to the AEW fans for missing all these shows and being out.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't have to answer to anybody, to be honest. He did something for his mental health, and I applaud him on it. And he has a child and he has a wife. So the only people he really had to talk to or apologize to or say anything to were his wife and his daughter.
The only person he owed anything to is his wife and child. That's it. He didn't even have to come back to pro wrestling. He didn't have to come back on Wednesday and speak to us in the ring and get as personal as he did. Mm-hmm. But he chose to, and we as fans should appreciate that. Nothing more, nothing less. He owes us nothing.
I also don't like that he didn't like basically the wording that he used, and I disagree. I appreciate the wording that he used because it's something that we can all more or less associate with.
Yeah.
Like he was upset about the whole using the term demons, and it's a very general term, and it is, but at the end of the day, you can help more people just by saying demons than actually sitting down and picking apart exactly what it is, because at the end of the day, everyone has some type of something.
Yeah.
You know?
That was the point of what Mox was saying. Like, for him, his demons were alcohol. But for the next person, their demons could be something completely different.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth for everybody after that. Like you said, saying demons is a way to reach everyone and bring everyone together under this idea that, you know, no matter what it is you're going through, it's something that you can face down and, you know, grit your teeth and defeat and come out on the other side of it a better person. That's the point Mox was making. And I feel like that it was the perfect way to lay it out.
To be honest, this was the most pure and cleanest thing that I've seen from the pro wrestling industry as a whole. And that is that when you ask for help, you get it. You know, it shows some sort of growth within the industry, because this industry is one that we all know when it came to mental health, it was like, fuck your mental health. And now to see that they're like, okay, no, we fucked up some people's lives. Let's actually try to fix them. Or not fix them, but, you know, help them in their road to getting better. And I mean, it goes to show that when you look for the help, you get it.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, because that's something that we have probably never seen with anybody. Like everybody's always kind of like running away or something like that. Or, you know, with him, he said, fuck it, I'll take the help. You want to give me the help? I'll take it.
And I think because Bully comes from, you know, that old school era where
he, not only the old school era, he comes from ECW.
Yeah, where guys just had to fucking fend for themselves and deal with it.
You tough it out.
Yeah, you tough it out. You weren't offered a hand. And if you even extended your hand, like, I need help, they tell you, man, we all got shit. You got to suck it up. That was the mentality back then. But now, you know, we've grown smarter as a collective community about that type of stuff. And, you know, I think it's great that guys like Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston are out here, two of the hardest motherfuckers in the game, but they out here talking about, you got to get your mental health right. It's important.
Yeah. So that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And you know, I ain't got no beef with him. You know what I'm saying? He said what he said. He has his opinions on what things are, and, you know, it is what it is, but I just, you know, I disagree.
Yeah, I disagree. I mean, you know, as an AEW fan, Mox don't owe me anything.
Yeah,
I'm proud of him for doing what he had to do. I'm glad
Same.
he's back. On the WWE tip still, Sami Zayn has re-signed with the WWE.
Of course. I mean, they got fucking Kevin Owens, so they're almost a package deal.
Yeah. Dave Meltzer had said this was the case back in December, but, you know, he just, like he said, the feeling around the locker room was that Sami resigned, but he just couldn't confirm it. But now they've confirmed it, and Sami, he there. So I was pretty much, like you said, I was pretty much prepared for that after Kevin Owens resigned. So, you know, they're going to be there. They're going to make good money, and they're going to do their thing there. So good for them. I'd like to see him elsewhere, but it ain't in the cards. And now let's talk about the man, Walter. The man Walter has met his match. The NXT name generator. He then finally got his ass whooped by somebody. WWE, this story is fucking hilarious to me.
They've massacred my boy.
WWE filed a trademark for the name Gunther Stark. Gunther Stark.
And if y'all know anything, that is a former submarine commander for the Nazi army.
If you Google the name now, you're just gonna see Walter. But if you'd have Googled the name, last week, you would have seen a Nazi commander immediately. Yes. Like not even deep in the Google search. Page 1 type shit.
Yep.
So, I mean, like, he wasn't just a Nazi. He was a fairly notable Nazi.
He was a piece of shit.
Yeah. Like, there were a lot of Nazis.
Yeah.
So, like, if you were to accidentally name someone after a Nazi, okay. Mistake. But I mean, bro.
You named an Austrian man after a fucking Nazi commander. This is fucking terrible, man.
And it's like, I don't think they did this on purpose. But
man,
how do you not Google this name? All right, we're gonna name him Gunther Stark. That sounds pretty cool to me. You want to Google that to see anything, just to see if anything bad would come up. Forget like a Nazi, like.
Yep.
What if Gunther Stark was like a porn star or some shit, or a fucking serial killer? You just want to make sure that name is valid and there's nothing fucked up associated with it.
Which is why I feel like they knew what it meant. They just thought it was obscure enough to get away with.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and be like, it was just a mistake.
Nope. I know these idiots, bro. That's not how they work.
I know, like, history is not in their favor. History is not in their favor with this type of shit.
That's not how they work, bro. Somebody checked that shit. They thought it was funny and said, "Oh, what if we just name him Gunther Stark? You might as well name him Adolf Hitler." And then they were like, "Well, nobody knows who Gunther Stark is." Man, the outrage the internet came up with once they found out. God damn, everyone shitted on it. Fucking Keith Lee, he was like, poor little Ting. Poor little Walter. Yeah. He was like, wow. He was like, if what I read was true, like, fucking poor Walter, man. And I was gang with it. I was saying it like, yo, this is fucking ridiculous, bro. And they got rid of the trademark, rightfully so.
Yeah, they dropped the trademark and they went through with the name change, but no Stark. He's just
Gunther, which is, I just see fucking blonde-headed dude from the Central Perk and Friends.
It's like,
rest in peace to him, because I know the actor passed away.
Yeah, but
still, like, what is this, Vince? Come the fuck on, my man. What the hell?
It's WWE. We gotta make it our thing, It's gotta be our thing.
He's Walter. We've seen him already. He's been at the Rumble. He's been at everything. The Survivor Series and shit.
He was in there, right? He was in there with fucking Roman Reigns. You can't just...
Like, fuck, my man. Like, he was there. We've seen him before. For fuck's sake, we've seen him and Keith Lee. Like, he's been your longest reigning NXT UK champion. Like, the fuck?
I don't think Vince knows NXT UK exists anymore. I think he forgot about it, honestly.
Yo, I hope he doesn't remember. I hope fucking Triple H is running it from his office in his house.
That's what Triple H might have went. Fuck this. I'm going to UK.
I'm going to hire William Regal out here.
If we hide out here, they won't notice.
I think Vince forgot we even existed. How about Evolve? We'll just take that in.
They fired Gabe, though.
No!
We'll bring him over here.
Don't worry, we're going to hide everyone.
We'll hide everyone.
Fucking terrible, man.
So, I mean... It's like, just like it's still Hanson and Rowe to me, because I don't watch their fucking shows. He's still gonna be Walter to me. So,
and
now
I mean they're Eric and Ivar to me because of the fact that, like, I was watching for a little bit.
Yeah, they Hanson and Rowe to me.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and now let's talk about the rating for Dynamite. 1 million viewers. and
God
a
damn.
4-4 in the key demographic, which is number 1 on cable.
They beat NBA, cuz.
They beat the NBA. They beat the NBA by a decent amount, actually, too.
Yeah.
And they beat Raw this week in the key demo.
Again.
That's for, I believe, the 3rd time they beat Raw.
Eek.
So,
Dirty.
significant in that Raw's rating was up from last week, which of course it was going to be because last week, like we talked about, was the national championship. But I mean, Raw also had competition in the form of an NFL playoff game, but still a decent, like, even when that Raw number came out, like the people were talking about, that's a good number for Raw since they was going up against NFL. And then Dynamite comes out with this number, and
that's a good number for you guys. You guys are gonna be good, yeah. Fucking AEW just comes in.
Yeah. And I mean, like, Dave Meltzer recently talked about, like, because apparently Warner was upset about the thing we talked about last week with the gory self-mutilation thing. Mm-hmm. So, like, you're trying to fuck with our ad money. Fuck you. Mm-hmm. And because we're talking about with these numbers, if AEW Dynamite can do similar numbers to Monday Night Raw, then they can go to the network when it's negotiation time, like, look what they do, look what they get paid, look what we do. It's time to give us a little bit more money.
And if AEW has more money, then we have more things.
Exactly.
Like, we finally get that fucking game. We get more action figures. We get more fucking all that cool shit that we want.
Yeah, because if the network sees that the brand is hot and the brand is up there and making money, they're going to put more focus and more of their own money into the brand, which means AEW gets to do more shit, you know, to excite the fan base and so on and so forth. It's good. It's good for everybody that enjoys wrestling. So you should want AEW to be successful, even if you ain't going to watch it.
More.
You know what I'm saying? More. So there we go. That's the news. Mm-hmm. That's what's going on in the wild world of wrestling this week. A bunch of crazy shit, a bunch of bullshit. You know how it is. And now it's about that time.
Are you ready?
Indeed, I am ready.
No!
Oh, shit.
I said, are you ready?
Live from the UK, I am ready.
Then, for the thousands in attendance, and the millions watching at home,
Yeah.
it's time to light the fuse.
And bring the boom.
Because it's time to banter.
It is AEW Dynamite. And of course, here we are. We are opening with the man himself, the big return of the former AEW World Champ.
They don't play, bro.
They don't play.
Every time that somebody's fired that we love and they disappear for a little bit, when they come back, they're the first thing.
Yeah.
They're the first thing on the show.
Apparently they said AEW is going to do that a lot more often. They're going to like lead with the biggest thing first because apparently that shit does great ratings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Although with me, it's like, damn, bro, like, I wanted to see some of that shit for the end, and now at the end, I'm like, yeah, this is all cool, but fucking Jon Moxley came back.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. They gotta start, if they're gonna do that, they gotta balance it with like one crazy hot thing at the beginning and then one crazy hot thing at the end.
Yeah. No offense to this main event.
Yeah, I like the main event of this show, but I get what you mean. Like, Mox was such a big deal. So, here he is. Jon Moxley gets in the ring. He's gonna speak to the people. And then, of course, Homeboy decides to speak up and say, get that drunken trash out of the ring. So, Mox, unedited, unblemished, go fuck yourself. Get that piece of shit out of here.
Hey, go fuck yourself. Yeah. Get that piece of shit. Get that piece of shit out of here.
Get that guy out of here.
Get piece of shit.
Yeah. And then the crowd cheers, like, fuck that guy. And that guy's out of here.
Goodbye.
Yeah. So, and Mox goes on. He's going to speak to us. Dude looks great. Fucking lean and mean and in much better shape.
Yeah, must have lost about maybe 20 pounds.
Yeah, he looked a couple years younger and shit. Like,
yeah, he grew his hair back out.
Yeah. It was almost like looking at like 2011 Mox or some shit. It's like, goddamn, bro. Like he turned.
It's like when he first came back to like WWE.
Yeah, like, it was. You can tell he went and really worked on himself, which is it's good. It's great to see. But you know, Mox talks about he had a dream where a demon told him he was never going to make it, and how over the years he's developed more scars on his body than most people. And these are the things that tell our stories. And, you know, the scars are the ones that tell the story of who we are. How nobody is perfect, but no one should be afraid to stand up and bear it all and bare your soul and, you know, reach out for help if you ever need it. He says, you know, everything that makes you the person you are, your scars, your demons, everything you've ever had to overcome, that should just make you stand up and say, this is me. If you want to write me off, says he'll tell you where to shove all that shit, just like he told that demon. Said, you know, you don't run from your demons. He beats his demons' asses. He thanks everyone that supported him. He says he's going on a pilgrimage to do whatever he wants in this world of professional wrestling because he is truly free. Says nobody can put him through worse than what he's been through personally. And these days, all he drinks is blood.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's not healthy, bro.
Yeah, that's fucking that's evil.
That's not healthy.
I'm glad you're good, but damn.
Did you take that black pill? Anybody who's ever watched American Horror Story knows exactly what I mean. Yeah. All of a sudden, all they want to do is drink blood.
But I mean, that's what he back to do. He back to fucking beat people's asses. But you know, he bared his soul in this shit, man. He absolutely bared his soul. And this was
his fucking 8 Mile promo, son.
Yeah,
like this was it. This is the one.
So I mean, you know, I've seen a lot of people go online in this week talking about how, you know, I've been going through or I've been through such and such, and you know, that promo really spoke to me. So I mean, if it looks like Mox did exactly what he set out to do with that promo, and that's, you know, try to touch anybody who's been through similar situations, you know, similar to him, and been able to fight through and come out on the other side of it. So,
can I tell you something?
Yes.
What did any of that stuff in the crowd do to him?
What?
When he was making his entrance, I don't know why, he walked like halfway down the wrong way because there was a chair there, and he kicked it for no fucking reason. And he tossed his water bottle like 100 yards away.
Yeah.
And then he went the other way around and he beat the shit out of a sign. And then he threw the fucking railing open so he can come into the ring. I don't...
That's Mox, I guess. That's Mox.
On fucking Rampage, he fucking throws a chair and then it almost hits Justin Roberts.
Yeah, shit.
And Justin Roberts is just like, the fuck?
Mox don't care. He be violating shit in the crowd.
Like, poor Justin Roberts, like, where the fuck did that chair come from?
What the hell going on out here? But
Mox just came into the arena. He just throwing shit.
He don't care, man. Yeah. Glad to see Mox back. We missed him. We needed him. Yeah. And now we move on. We got goddamn Jeff.
Jeff. With
the man Wardlow. Talks about CM Punk and how CM Punk, you stole that win last week by, you know,
no, he didn't.
Pulling on the man's hair in his trunks.
No, he didn't. You stole that match.
Yeah, you fucked it up. But he's like, no, Wardlow, you know, even though Wardlow, if you had a little more experience, you probably would have been able to kick out of that. But it's okay. He cheated. I get it.
Yo, Wardlow was looking at him like, bro, if you don't shut the fuck
I'm
up.
a fucking... So then Jeff looks at him. He's like, hey, Wardlow, you know what, though? It's your birthday this week. So, you know, I want to apologize. I want to apologize to you because I kind of got mad at you last week. I lost it. I was a little harsh. Sorry about that.
But you touch me, so I'm gonna have to dock your pay.
Yeah, like he's apologizing, and it seems sincere. And Wardlow's like, okay, and then he's like, I'm gonna dock your pay though. And then Wardlow's like, what the fuck? So he's like, Shawn Spears, the chairman, he's gonna hand PG Punk his first loss here in AEW, and he's gonna teach Wardlow a lesson tonight. And they still building it, man. Wardlow gonna kill this man when the time comes.
Yeah, he's gonna eat him.
He gonna powerbomb this man. He gonna powerbomb this man so many times. We got a mixed tag. Adam Cole, Bebe, and Britt Baker versus Kris Statlander and Orange Cassidy.
Dum.
So we start this match off, and it's fucking musical chairs. The women start, but then Britt is like, actually, I'm gonna tag out. And then Adam Cole comes in and faces off with Orange Cassidy, but then he tags out the Britt. And then they fucking go back and forth for a second, but then Orange is like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna face you, Britt. And he starts lazy kicking Britt.
Yeah. You already know how the crowd goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Britt just fucking stomps on him like, fuck this shit.
Yo, this crowd is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she literally just grabs the foot and goes.
Yeah, fuck that shit. And then Kris Statlander runs in like
the gout. This man, if he would have had the gout,
the gout,
he would have been. You popped my pinky, and my big toe is crushed.
God damn it! So, all right, now the men are fighting. Orange hits a tornado DDT on Adam Cole, sends him outside. We go back in. The women are fighting. Statlander hits a vertical suplex on Britt. And like she's got her in the delay, and then Orange just pushes Britt over. Like, oh, look, you got her, I got you. And he like just shoves Britt's leg and she falls.
Then they fucking go straight up British Bulldog style.
Yeah. What a tag team.
Didn't JR mention fucking
yeah, the Bulldog,
or
right?
commentary?
He did.
And then like literally as he said that, they both go,
yeah, there you go. Some classic Bulldog action.
What a tag team.
Yeah. So Orange hits a dive on Cole, and then he stops the pose real quick. But then Britt and Adam Cole super kick him, and they take him down. And the heels are on top, and they kiss into the commercial break. So the women come back when we come back from break. Statlander hits a blue thunder bomb. That gets a 2 count. Britt drops it with a neck breaker, and then we go back to Adam Cole with a super kick on Orange Cassidy's knee. Goes for the enziguri, but Orange pops out, hits the stun dog millionaire. Britt blind tags in, breaks up the beach break, and then she stomps Orange down, but then Statlander comes in to break that up, and then she hits the deal, or what kind of looked like the deal.
Yeah, it was like some weird ass Falcon Arrow, but she went side. It was
she went all sideways and crazy with it. It was wild.
She went a little left.
Yeah. So she goes for Area 451, but Adam Cole, he runs in and covers Britt Baker. So Statlander's like, oh, word? All right, you both can get it. Mm-hmm. So she dives off, hits him with the Area 451. Orange comes in, hits the beach break for the 1, 2. He got him. No. So then Britt comes back, takes Statlander to the ramp. She hits a Canadian destroyer. And then Cole in the ring hits his own. He hits the Panama Sunrise on Orange. That gets a 2 count. So now
the Panama Sunrise is pretty.
Yeah, it is. It's a nice move.
It's more forward. And it gives me, when I see it, my eyes see vibrant colors of orange and purple.
Yeah.
Panama Sunrise.
Yes. So Cole is pissed off now. He grabs the table at ringside, sets it up, and then Britt's on the apron. And then Orange accidentally runs over and accidentally bumps into Britt, and then she falls through the table. So now Adam Cole is fucking pissed, like, you killed my girlfriend. And he low blows Orange. And lowers the boom on him. And that gets the 1, 2, and 3.
3. Yep.
Cole and Britt win the mixed tag, and that's going to set up a lights out match for Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole.
Lights out, nigga.
Which, that's going to be crazy, I imagine. That's going to be pretty crazy. But this was a pretty fun match. I enjoyed this.
It was enjoyable. It was silly. I like the boops.
Lots of boops.
Mad boops and all sorts of Orange Cassidy shenanigans. And fucking, this is the most chugs I've ever seen Adam Cole.
He was very chugs in this match. I guess working with the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Working with Britt brought out the chugs in him.
Yeah, the realness in him.
Yeah. I like how they played loose with the mixed tag rules. I know Tony Khan is like, I'm not going to do intergender, but like, I like that they at least play with it here a little bit, like with Orange and Britt and all that shit. Statlander hitting them both with the splash. I like that they're willing to play with it to at least some extent.
I was on my mental shit. You feel me? I was over here. Freshness that goes on and on while you chew it.
The fresh maker.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's actually Big Red, though. What did I say?
Yeah.
Your freshness
I always
goes
think through
on
the
and
song.
on
You gotta think through the song.
while you chew it.
Yeah, that's Big Red.
With Big Red.
Mentos is,
Mentos,
the fresh maker.
Oh, my God. I remember those. The one that will forever stick in my head is the one with the guy that he has a suit on and he sits down on a bench.
On the paint, yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, he got like pinstripes on his ass.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, fuck it. Let me just get pinstripes. Ain't no way in hell them shits would have been that perfect ever.
Never, yeah.
And on a bench, my man, you would have had some thick ass fucking pinstripes.
That man showed up at work and his boss was like, what the hell is this? The fuck are you doing? Did you notice that your suit got a bunch of paint on it?
Oh Lord! And then some girl was like, "Oh,
yeah,
that would never."
Mentos is like those them shits were drugs.
Yep. Because it would
give you the idea to do some unrealistic ass solution to your problem, and then everyone looks at you like, "Oh yeah, that's great." Nah, that's because you high because you ate that Mentos.
Or maybe they smoked the blunt and Mentos.
We got Chris Jericho,
okay,
Santana and Ortiz. And basically, again, he's just telling Eddie Kingston, hey, Eddie, GFY, go fuck yourself. He's trying to get that over, GFY. Mm-hmm. But then Santana and Ortiz are like, hey, yo, Eddie is actually our boy, though. So
watch your mouth.
Yeah, watch your mouth about Eddie. I get y'all beefing, but watch your mouth. And then they're like, actually, when have you ever even had our backs, Chris? And we've talked about this on the show before. There have been times where Santana and Ortiz have been getting their ass beat. And
where the fuck is the entirety of that squad?
Yeah, Jericho has left them out.
Not just Jericho, the whole
squad.
Where the fuck was Sammy? Where the fuck was Hager?
Yeah. But for the specifics of this angle right now, Eddie's been talking about, yo, it's his fault. And now Santana and Ortiz are like, you know what? Maybe he got a point.
Yep.
Now they say maybe next week we prove that we actually don't need you at all. And Jericho seems a little shook by that.
Yeah. What I got from that promo was like, we've been so busy handling your work that we're distracted. We ain't never got time to fucking go up and do our own thing. And we never fucking, like the point of this squad was to be like the murder squad. You feel me? Like nobody can touch us. We're on top of the world. Everybody got a title. But lately, bro, you don't even got a title, B. Only Sammy does. And then Sammy's only interim champion.
Yeah.
So fuck is going on, B? Hager hasn't won shit.
Yeah. Hager got his ass beat by Wardlow.
So let's talk right quick. Jericho, you want to talk all this shit and get Aggie with our boy Eddie? What have you done for us lately, Eddie? What have you done for me lately, Eddie?
What have you done for me lately, Eddie? So shit, it might be that time. We're gonna see.
Yeah, I mean, damn. Like when I was watching that promo in my head, I was just like, yo, if they wasn't speaking so much facts, it was weird, bro. It was like, yo, Jericho, that ass though, you haven't helped for shit, bro. What the fuck?
It's true.
Oh man, yo. But yeah, I kind of like this. I've seen Santana out elsewhere, and I forgot where, but I've seen him elsewhere.
He was at Terminus.
There he was. That's where he was, and he was pressing our boy.
Yeah, he was pressing Jonathan Gresham.
Our boy that we beef with.
Yeah.
We love us some Jonathan Gresham, but he's dating the hottest. Well, he got the hottest chick in the game wearing his chain, basically.
Yeah, man. He got the hottest chick in the game wearing his chain and his ring. It's fucked up out here. But shout out Jonathan Gresham. Man, built his own promotion, him and Baron Black, and now you got Santana up in there. You got a few names up in there. So,
and I like that he's got like some other form of like, well, let me be an individual over here.
Yeah,
I can do all that cool, mainstream tag team stuff, but on my own, I'm gonna go have some fun over here and do some stuff over here.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
And I like the whole way Terminus has their setup with the pure rules and all that shit. I like that it's basically a pure rules promotion. Yeah, I think there's room for different type of shit like that. So I think that's cool.
Yeah, it's just an alternative, something different that we can look at and be like, well, this is different, but you might or might not like it.
Yeah. So
far, from what I've seen, it's been pretty dope. So.
Yeah. If you're into that type of stuff, the pure wrestling with hard line rules and stuff like that, no throwing over the top rope. That's points deducted and shit like that. You should definitely check out Terminus. But now we got Adam Cole. Says, I'm sick of Orange Cassidy. God damn it. I've beaten this man every way I can. But now you want to attack Britt Baker? Or you know what, Orange? Next week you'd be no DQ, anything goes, lights out, whatever you want to do. So here we go. Lights out. Orange Cassidy, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole is on a never-ending quest to save his girlfriend.
Yeah, shit. Sticking for his woman.
Oh, man. Remember Drawing Together? That was a good show.
It was a good show. It was a crazy show. Now, we got CM Punk versus Shawn Spears. And God damn it, here I am putting over Shawn Spears. This man is the chairman. He gonna have a great match with CM Punk. They gonna put on a fucking show on Dynamite. Y'all gonna see. Fucking he GTS this man in 10 seconds and pinned him.
The internet was wild.
I was like, yo.
You see all that shit? Hold on. You see all that shit he was talking about? Nigga, you ain't got no charisma. That's why nobody can take you serious. Look at you, fam. You got taken out by GTS. Fuck is wrong with you, fam? Talking all that shit last week. What the fuck you did? And I'm just like, damn, yo. But I was like, damn, yo. But at the same time, I was like, I was kind of saying that last week. I said that last week on fucking Dynamite. Like, he was talking all that shit. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Yeah. You ain't throwing hands with nobody, bro. You soft, boo.
They played my man. They played the chairman. And I thought for sure, after they fucking had him squash Andrew Everett on Rampage, I was like, all right, he gonna get here with Punk. There's some shit gonna happen. Nah,
and after he was talking all that shit, nigga,
I was like, all right. It was all foreshadowing. He gonna get his ass whooped this week. It's bullshit.
Fuck, bro. CM Punk came out there and said, oh, where you want to talk? All he got was that cool ass intro. And all that.
They did the intro. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Everything. I'm like,
entrance, let's go. Chairman.
Hell yeah. He's doing all the gimmicks. He was leaning on it fucking Flashdance style and shit. Yeah. Like, this man was looking cool as cool can be. Gets in the ring against CM Punk. GTS 1, 2, 3. Go the fuck home.
I was like, damn, bro. It's cold world
fucking out here. The job heard round the world.
God damn, man.
God damn. Yo, Shawn Spears, I ain't got no beef with you. You seem like a nice dude.
He's still my guy, chairman.
I told you not to say that shit last week.
I told you not to talk all that shit. You should have been talking shit.
Fucking CM Punk just became the NXT locker room.
Right? Somebody had to do it since they don't do it.
Or driveway or whatever the fuck it was.
They gentrified NXT, so the hood had to move on. This shit crazy.
They moved it to CM Punk is out here being a fucking savage.
MJF tried to sneak him, but Punk was ready.
MJ, get the fuck.
Punk took his Furberry. And then there we go.
Yo, that was the most savage.
There was no fucking with CM Punk tonight.
Nah, no. My man.
We got Billy Ass and the Ass Boys.
Sorry.
Hey, meet Christian Cage in the back. And Billy Ass is
What is this thing with the Ass Boys? What's going on with this?
It's Danhausen. It's all Danhausen's fault.
God damn it. What do you do?
He's been calling them the Ass Boys and calling Billy Gunn Billy Ass. So, and then the Ass Boys, Colton and Austin have been like, we are not the Ass Boys. Do not call us Ass Boys. So,
but
of course,
Billy Gunn is out here loving it for some reason.
Billy Gunn is like, I'm Mr. Ass. You know, that's fine with me.
He had a shirt that said Ass Boys.
Dad, stop. We're not Ass Boys.
It's the Ass Club.
No.
Somebody say culo.
So yeah, they got to sign Danhausen in AEW. They're using this shit.
Facts.
So,
oh man,
yeah, he's like, hey, Christian, me and my sons, we've earned a tag team title shot against your boys, Jurassic Express.
I forgot about this shit. This shit was damn.
Yeah. Christian was like, oh, you want a shot? You better make a statement, and then we'll talk. So then the fucking Ass Boys beat Christian's ass.
Yo, they slammed this man on the fucking gate. They abused him. It
was a call us Ass Boys again. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say Ass Boys one more time.
Say Ass Boys one more goddamn time. I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker.
They sick of it.
What does Mr. Ass look like?
Colton Ass and Austin Ass have had enough. Cody Rhodes is back, and he got the Jeff Hardy ladder. He got the Jeff Hardy ladder.
Wait, we gotta do the whole. You gotta set the tone.
It's true, Cody.
The way it started off, it was like. All sorts of Halo shit was going on.
It's so funny because, like, the moment it starts,
and I was over here going, wrestling has more than one royal family.
He starts this off talking about 10 years ago where CM Punk sat on stage and cut that pipe bomb promo talking about change and all the things he wanted. And a lot of those things that were the foundations of a revolution. He says, a lot of those things that Punk talked about, working with the Young Bucks, going to New Japan Pro Wrestling, all these types of things. He never got to do those things. But you know who did? I did. But at this point, the crowd is like, shut the fuck up.
Like, bro, let me tell you something real quick. Get over yourself, my nigga.
It feels like, he's trying to cut this promo like, I did all this, and the crowd is not having it. But then, I don't know how he did it, but we keep going. And he talks about how, CM Punk, he did end up making a comeback of the decade, but you look at what I did and how I worked with the Young Bucks, how I went to New Japan Pro Wrestling, how I was the one who started the foundation. You talk about forbidden doors. I was the first one walking through a damn forbidden door. You want to ask me about carrying the revolution and about how I did that? You want to ask why I won't turn heel? It's because you all cheered me when I needed it the most. And by this point, the crowd's cheering him. They're chanting Cody, Cody, Cody and shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I wasn't. I was still like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but I was like, he turned them. They just hated this man's guts.
He did.
And then they were going crazy for him. I was like, what?
You know what this promo reminded me of?
What?
Remember that intro to WWE 13?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna revolution.
Yes.
Whatever the fuck that shit was.
Yeah.
That's what that gave me vibes of. And I was like, yeah. But then I was like, hey, CM Punk did it better.
Yeah. CM Punk was talking about all this shit. But then, he talks about, let's talk about Redragon and how they passed. I'm sure it's great that they passed hip toss class, but I don't need to see the Young Bucks beat them again. And he talks about, I care who you are, where you come from. You got to have some big balls to come to this company calling yourself Brody. Talking about Brody King.
Yeah, that got me a little salty, and then I was once again not on his side.
Yeah. I was like, where are we going with this? I thought we were talking about Revolution. And then he's talking about Brody King.
Shut the fuck up again.
Then he goes on, he's like, listen, I know we're not in the business of naming people Gunther McGillibuddy or whatever it is. I'm like, where did that come from?
Damn, remember McGillibuddy?
Yeah. I feel like he had like a bunch of fucking... I feel like Cody had a bunch of like bars in the chamber for different promos. It was like, what if I just all put them in one promo?
I feel like this is shit that been festering in this man's mind.
Yeah.
I was going to use this for another day, but fuck, man. Like, I turned them. I got to keep going.
Yeah, they fucking with it right now. I gotta keep my foot on the gas.
I gotta keep talking my shit.
Yeah. He's like my real friend Ricky Starks. He's gonna fight Jay Lethal, and I'm gonna tell you the second most dangerous cutter I've ever taken is the lethal injection. And I'm sure you know what the first one is. Here in AEW, I've always said we don't have secondary titles, or at least we didn't. We only do now. Because there's 2 of this title.
Ooh. I get it already. Fucking Razor and Shawn, get it over with.
Yeah, I was like, all right, you did all that. Fucking, okay, that's fine. So he's like, all right, Sammy, that leads me to me and you. At Beach Break, you and I are going to face off and unify these belts in a ladder match. I liked this promo for the most part. There were parts where I was like, what? Where like when he was like, I'll never turn heel and fucking Ricky Starks is my real friend in real life. That shit, leave that shit at home.
Yeah, this is IRL to us, my man.
They started out shut the fuck up. They ended it Cody. Those are the ones he would. I mean, it's so weird to me because like he turned face by turning heel. Cause he did that promo talking about, I was the fucking one that started a revolution and I opened the forbidden door and blah, blah, blah. But I guess since that shit is technically true, like Cody was the one to go work for New Japan and work with the Bucks. And he was the one that did everything that a lot of people wished CM Punk would do. He did do it. So he's not lying about that. The Cody verse goes back and forth with me with like, this shit is mad fascinating because I don't understand what's going on, but it's mad intriguing. And then there's times where I'm like, shut up, Cody. I'm sick of your shit. I go back and forth. This was one of the weeks where it was like, I don't understand how we got here, but this is mad fascinating. I want to see what happens next.
I was just, like I said, annoyed because I'm like, my man, like, I already know what's going on.
Yeah, because I had, like I said, I had both of those types of weeks with Cody where it's like, bro, fucking stop. And there's weeks where I'm like, this was kind of crazy and weird. All right, let's see where this is going. That's where I am this week. All right, let's see where this is going. Because it was an interesting promo. And the fact that he was able to get the crowd on his side for once, where like, he's been getting booed for breathing, was amazing to me. So
I was over here like, that John Blaze shit, it was alright. It was alright. Nah, he was like, that Ready to Die shit, it was alright.
It was cool. But my shit is more John Blaze than that. I got John Blaze shit. It ain't not recognized.
Oh, my God,
that's kind of what Cody was saying. Yeah. That CM Punk shit, it was alright. It was cool. But my shit is more John Blaze than that. Now we got the TBS champion, Jade Cargill. Set up that open challenge for the TBS championship, and it's Anna Jay that has accepted.
Yo, Anna Jay is adorable.
She's great. And
like her little face, she makes me like how do I explain this? Like she was over here like she's very sympathetic. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Very sympathetic. And you like, yeah, I feel for you, man. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's interesting because like they started her out as like a baby face. Then she joined Dark Order and turned heel and shit and Queen Slayer. But then of course the Dark Order turned back face, and now she's getting to grow in the baby face role, and it's working. And she talks about that hardcore match from Rampage and how that shows that she's ready to go to the next level. It changed her. She's a different person now, so she's ready. And that takes us to the kings of the Black Throne, Malachi Black and Brody King versus the Varsity Blondes.
Whenever I hear that name, bro, just
actually mean the kings of the Black Throne.
Yo, I'm sorry. This a whole ass white tag team, and they have the blackest names in this whole
Black
company.
Brody King.
And what's the name collectively?
The Kings of the Black Throne.
Jesus. You would have thought it would have been like the hardest black men of all time,
right?
And it's two white dudes.
Right?
The name Malachi, bro. Like, yeah, gang. This motherfucker is a fucking white dude. To be honest, they cool peoples though. They cool. They tatted up as fuck. They mean looking as fuck. Yeah. They're intimidating as hell. I bet you people who are very critical about wrestling nowadays would love these two guys.
I mean, shit, if you think little of these guys, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, at that point, it's like, bro, what?
I don't know what you like. I don't know what you want, but you got to go find it because I don't know what to tell you.
It's like they give me Shawn and Diesel vibes, but a little more... like a little more even, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, Shawn felt so ahead and so big and so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though he was a smaller guy, he felt leagues ahead of fucking Diesel. But here they're almost evenly matched. Like, they're both fucking insane and talented. And in that ring, they're crazy. And their gimmick and their everything, their entire presentation is... They're dope. They're really dope dudes, man. And I want to see, like, watching this match made me want to see more. So go ahead.
Yeah. And I mean, they killed the poor blondes here. Fucking.
Yeah.
Griff gets sent outside to start. Pillman tags in. He's going to go for Eric Pillman, but he's shook. He can't do it. Mm-hmm. He's just looking at these guys, just shook, and he drops down. And Griff is like, hey, what the hell are you doing? Fight. And
yeah.
Pillman's too shook, and then Brody King runs outside, drives him into the steps. They go back in. Black sweeps Pillman's leg, and then fucking they hit Dante's Inferno, that fucking suplex into a power slam. Mm-hmm. That's what they call it, Dante's Inferno. But he pins him with Dante's Inferno at it's like 2 minutes, and it's over. Fucking post match. Yeah. Malachi's got the mic. He says, members of the House of Black, rise. You see the crowd stand up. I love when he does that shit and everybody stands up. But then, screen goes black. You go to the big screen, and it's the bastard, the blinded bastard, Pac.
It's that symbiote.
Yes. He says, Malachi, you've blinded me. But as I said, I see more clear than ever. And he says, I am beyond your reach. He says he's coming for him. And Malachi is in the ring pissed off. Like, you fucking fucker. So I guess Pac is he's still like, I'm not joining your squad. I'm going to fucking kill you.
You know what just happened?
What?
I'm going to tell you what happened. These two, the blondes, they, when they got the symbiote, made them like obedient to the symbiote.
Yes.
So they shook. But with Pac, You feel me? What happened with him is that he's such a hard motherfucker that instead of like making him obedient or like getting into him and making him one with Venom, this motherfucker became Carnage. And now they're looking at him like, oh, he red symbiote. Notice that everything had a red tone to it.
It's true.
So now Venom is like, oh, nah, that's that red symbiote.
That guy's fucked. That's Carnage. God damn. Bastard's coming. We got a video package for Lance Archer and Hangman Adam Page. Jake Roberts is back.
Yes.
Yeah.
But why is Dan Lambert with them then?
Yeah, like, if Jake is back, do we need Dan Lambert with them too? But Dan
what is your purpose, my man?
Yeah, but he talking shit for fucking...
You just number one bitch boy?
Yeah, I guess. And then he's fucking... man, he's weird Dan Lambert again this week. We're going to talk about him later.
Yeah.
But we'll talk... he's Facebook profile Dan Lambert again, but we'll talk about that in a second. First, fucking Roppongi Vice has kidnapped Brandon Cutler. And they want to challenge the Young Bucks to a match on Rampage. They're like, yeah, we beat y'all.
And they got him recording for him.
Yeah, they're like, Brandon, you gonna record for us, all right? You record for the Bucks, right? Mm-hmm. And they talk about all the times they wrestled the Bucks in Japan and how they beat them in the Tokyo Dome. It's like, you know what? We're gonna do it one more time. We're gonna beat you guys one more time. And fucking Cutler's like, you guys gonna kill me? And then Rocky Romero's like, we might. And then Trent is like, nah.
Ain't killing nobody, man.
You gotta be nice, all right? Brandon, you good. Thank you for recording. All right? You're all right.
They should have called them Landon Butler.
Yeah, Landon Butler. But Trent was trying to be nice to Brandon. Which is hilarious to me because Trent always treats Yuta like shit. And Yuta's in his squad.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, he treats Yuta like shit, but he treats Brandon nicely.
Yeah. But now we got Lance Archer versus Frankie Kazarian.
What?
All right, so Frankie is no longer the Elite Hunter, which makes sense. The Elite have been, first of all, the Elite are barely around, and he was never really hunting them anyway. They were just beating his ass every week. So
yeah.
So now he's...
And then he went on Dark for a bit.
Yeah, then he went and started grinding wins on Dark. So now he's leveled up to, you guessed it, Frankie Kazarian. So now Lance has got fucking Dan and Jake in his corner. I'm still glad Jake is back. But Archer gets the heat going early on. And he's got heat on for most of this match throughout the early part and into the break. And then we come out. Fucking Kaz is making a comeback. Lance looks up for a moment and just yells, fuck you, at somebody in the crowd.
Yo, what's good with this crowd pissing off the wrestlers,
right?
bro?
Dude must have said some crazy shit. For Lance to look all the way up in the middle of getting fucking beat up. Fuck you. Yep.
Fucking Mox was out here cursing motherfuckers out. Lance is out here fucking cursing motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
Damn, yo, this crowd is a little unruly. And they over here fucking going ape for fucking Cody. Nah, y'all unruly.
Yeah, y'all wilding out tonight. What's going on? Mm-hmm. So he sends Kaz into the buckle, goes for the blackout, but Kaz breaks it, gets in some offense. But after that, Archer's like, nah, you got in enough offense. And he choke slams him and then finishes him off with the blackout. And he gets the win. I guess this was, we got to shake that ring rust off you. And who better to do that with than, you guessed it, Frankie Kazarian.
I feel bad a little bit for Kaz because I feel like he hasn't been able to shine here in AEW.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're kind of using him the way WWE would, which kind of like, it's disrespectful to me a little bit, but I'm not going to get too mad because I understand that there's like so many people here and only so many people can shine. And I'm not going to say the people that they make and shine ain't the right people, but it's like, there's guys like Jay Lethal and Kaz that I feel like sometimes feel left out of the loop.
Yeah.
They find, they got Jay Lethal doing something now, but, Kaz, come on, man. Kaz was great. Like, I don't know what happened to Christopher Daniels or what the fuck is going on, but
he was just an impact again.
I want my SCU back, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think that's what it was. Like SCU, they broke up SCU, so now it's like, not that Kaz and Daniels aren't good singles wrestlers, but I mean, at their ages and their levels in the game, I think where they're gonna fall in this AEW roster is they're gonna be good hands for younger guys. So
yeah, and it would have been dope to have them still be those guys, but. Like, cause I see Kaz in like a Christian role, you feel me?
Yeah.
Where like he can, you give him some guys and he can work with them and he can put them over and at the same time have matches in there when he needs to get in, kind of like a player coach deal.
Yeah.
That's where I see him, and I feel like they could be using him to that extent, but they're not really using him for that. And, I'll wait.
Yeah.
But this company has a pretty decent track record, so I'm not gonna shit on them too much.
Yeah.
So. But at the same time, I'm letting y'all know, hey, I like Frankie.
Yeah, we fuck with Frankie.
Do things with Frankie.
Yeah, let's get Frankie in the fold. But post-match, fucking Dan Lambert is on his walking Facebook profile shit. He's like, fucking Hangman, you fake cowboy. You out here milking cows for soy milk and shit. And
I'm not gonna lie, that line is that's funny.
Yeah, I'm like, what? I'm like, where'd that come from, bro? And then fucking Archer just comes in and grabs him. I'm like, I'm sick of this shit. Shut up. And he's like, fucking Hangman, I'm gonna show you what the hell is going on right now. And he's gonna,
oh man,
he takes Cass to the ramp and is gonna kill him. I was hoping Hangman came out. I was like, be a babyface, Hangman. Get your ass out here and save this man. And his music hits and he comes out. I'm like, yes. The champ comes out, faces off with Lance Archer, fucking slaps him.
When you said the champ comes out, in my head, I'm like,
no, Peacemaker's not here.
Boo.
But
it's crazy how a TV show has made me love this man.
Right?
He's just so, like, this is the most sympathetic I've ever seen Cena.
Especially the fucking last episode. I was like, God damn.
Hell yeah, hell
this is babyface John Cena. Why the hell couldn't WWE do this? But Hangman and Archer, they brawl. Hangman hits him with his fucking boot. He pulls off his boot and hits him in the head with it. Gets him in the ring. And he goes for the buckshot. But Archer blocks it. So fucking Hangman just starts hitting a bunch of roaring elbows and knocks Archer out to the floor. And then Jake and Lambert pull him away like, nope, get out of here. We're going to move on. And there we go. Champ standing tall in the ring. I liked it. I liked the post-match. I like Hangman being a babyface and standing up to the big man like, nah, fuck you. I'm ready. I'm ready for all the smoke.
He's a man.
Such a man. Now, we got Dante Martin with Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal.
Ooh.
This is the fucking problem here with Dante, and not the problem, but like with Leo gone or whatever, since I guess Leo's gone, it made the whole Dante shit weird. Cause like he joined Team Taz, he betrayed Team Taz, and then it seemed like, all right, that was him and Leo, they had a plot. But then Leo fucking disappeared. And now fucking the dude that he left Matt Sydal to be with Leo.
Yep.
And now he's back with Matt Sydal.
We're back to square one.
Yeah. This is why it's like, yo, we just gotta, we should hold this until Darius is back. That's what I feel like we should do at this point. I mean, they got Jay Lethal involved now.
Yeah,
so
that's what I was gonna say.
But like,
they got Black Machismo. Yeah.
When Darius come back, we got a top flight. That's it.
But we also got Lee Moriarty.
We got love for Lee Moriarty.
I love that guy, bro.
Yeah,
he
he's
does
great.
Little Super Mario jumps.
Yeah. But yeah, since Dante's still dealing with Team Taz, you got Jay Lethal watching his back, and you got Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal watching his back.
What's good with this goatee he got going on?
I don't know, man. You gotta ask him.
You seen Dante's little goatee?
Yeah. He
He's like a little pirate.
The young cats, they all growing a little facial. You see Jungle Boy's little beard he trying to grow?
Got a little something.
Got a little something.
Look at these young blood.
So that takes us to Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. They're like, listen.
Ricky Starks and the facial expression god.
Yes, the facial expression god, Powerhouse Hobbs. He's like, you think you're not alone, Dante? We're going to prove that you, in fact, are all alone. Because after we're done, you're going to need somebody to watch every single side. Saying, we're going to kill you and your mates. Yeah, we got Red Velvet and Kris Statlander. They're being interviewed. But Leyla Hirsch runs up. And she's like, hey, what the fuck? We fucking lost again. I'm tired of fucking teaming with you and losing. You know how much money you've cost me over the last few months teaming with you? Which I like that she brought up. You know, you don't get that winner's purse. You know, it cost me thousands of dollars. So, you know, Red Velvet is like, hey, listen, it was just a miscommunication, all right? You got to chill out. We're going to get this back on track. And she turns around. And then Leyla has had enough. She fucking duffs her, sneaks her from behind.
Yep.
Puts her in the armbar, and then she beats up Kris Statlander. So,
armbar.
Here it is. Leyla Hirsch. We said it was coming.
Drag.
Here it is. She's a heel now.
Yep. I was waiting for it because, but I don't know. Like, I got to give it time. You know what she do look like, though? She looked like a gym teacher. Like one of those PE teachers walks around with their Fitbit and is always in sweats and
yeah. I had a gym teacher like that.
Just why are you always ready to fucking jog? Like, what is up with you? Yeah. No, I'm a PE teacher. Like, so fucking what, bro?
You could sit down, shit.
I see Carbone in a suit when he walks in here. What the fuck?
That takes us to Serena Deeb versus Skye Blue.
I'm not gonna hold you. She's becoming the biggest bitch in the company.
Serena Deeb, yeah.
Fucking evil.
Yeah, she disrespectful right now. She whooped Skye Blue's ass. She whooped Skye Blue's ass.
It's all right. Dante Martin called her.
Yeah. I'm sure he did.
I gotta stop watching Ethan Page's blog, bro.
Yeah. That shit fun, man. He be looking for toys and shit.
That's why I watch it. I want to see what like old school wrestling toys I see. Whenever I see that SummerSlam 99 collection, I'm like, oh, like, yo, I'm marked, bro. Because that was when I first started collecting toys, that was the one that was out.
Speaking of Ethan Page, he's with Scorpio Sky, Dan Lambert. He wants a fucking big match. He's like, hey, so Jon Moxley just came back. He's the talk of the town. How about you put me, franchise player, up against Jon Moxley on Rampage this Friday? I want the big shot. I'll take it, TK. And
you know what I said?
What?
Oh, he gonna kill you.
Yeah. I mean, spoilers. They had a pretty good match on Rampage. Fucking Mox was taking some limber ass bumps. He went through the ropes on one. It was great, but it was a good match.
He's a little more spry now. He's lost a little weight. Yeah.
He's feeling good. He's looking good. We got a Hook promo because that's the man. Send Hook.
Send Hook.
Once again,
Hook don't
he
even
will be
really
on
gotta say
Rampage.
shit. He just
yeah,
that little floof on the one side.
Yeah, play some action, Bronson. You good to go. And now this goddamn segment. I love this segment. We got Matt Hardy and Andrade El Idolo. So we have talked about the discussion they had last week where they wanted to discuss some business. The business has been done and dusted and dealt with. The papers have been signed. And now Andrade has bought 51% of the Hardy family office. He is now majority owner of the Hardy family office. Matt maintains his position atop the board of directors. What directors? I don't know. But the HIFO do what the HIFO do.
Yep.
But Andrade is now the president, and it is now the Andrade Hardy family office. The fucking AHFO now. No longer the HIFO, the AHFO.
AHFO.
The AHFO.
They're awful.
Yeah. They're awful. and the newly coined AHFO, they still want Darby Allin. Andrade still is like, I want this little kid. This little kid. Darby Allin.
All right, Mr. Duval.
Why you work for Sting? Come work for me.
Why? You work for me. I give you the money. I give you the lot of money, then we go and we have a big lunch. I can make these jokes, all right?
Yeah. So Andrade's still trying to get that child labor in his squad. So we're going to see. And now we got the Acclaimed. It's time for the main event. The Acclaimed.
The Acclaimed, Maskcaster Acclaimed.
The number 1 ranked tag team in AEW, The Acclaimed, versus Darby Allin and Sting.
They should have got a COVID test because I bet you he would have came out fucking late.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna go over. He said Max had a line about Starrcade 97, but it was whack. So whatever. It's like I said, this shit is better on Dark.
That's the only place I ever heard something and I was like, all right.
That his good shit is on Dark. I was like, this is the main event of Dynamite. You gotta have some going here, Max. He ain't have nothing.
No bars whatsoever.
I see you on Dark.
None.
Homie. I see you on Dark.
Yeah.
The match was really good. I thought this match was really good. Yeah. Cause again, we talk our shit about the Acclaimed, or Max Caster rather, as a rapper, but the Acclaimed in the ring is a very good tag team. We like them. They're good. So
in the ring, I have no problem with them. I love me some Bowens.
Bowens we fuck with Bowens heavy. He's great.
Yeah, leagues above what anybody could even think of, and it bothers me that he's where he's at because he can be bigger.
Yeah,
factually.
Yeah, they definitely got something with Bowens if they so choose. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I thought they did crazy with this. Tony is like, I still can't explain what happened at Starrcade 97 when the match starts. Which, hey, Tony, if you can't explain it, can't none of us explain it. So
I'm gonna see if OSW did a review because I want to watch that now.
Fucking, that had as much to do with WCW dying as anything else. But I digress. They wrap it. Okay.
I was gonna say, to me it was that fucking Goldberg and DDP moment when that shit went off fucking because of stupid ass Hogan and I love you. Damn, yo. I love the character of Warrior.
Yeah.
Jim Hellwig, Warrior. He said some fucked up shit.
Yeah, he said some fucked up shit.
I fucking detest Hulk Hogan, so.
brother, dude.
So it's like you really took these two motherfuckers and had these motherfuckers have a long ass match when the two motherfuckers who was like about to be the next big thing in your company got fucking shorted. You pieces of shit. Dumbass.
And it's like, I remember how hot that match was. Goldberg and DDP. Because like people were like, oh, could it be DDP? And I feel like if it was DDP, people would have accepted it. If he would have been the one to beat Goldberg.
Yeah.
Because he was that over at that time. And I feel like that would have boosted him to the next level. But they didn't, had to be Big Kev. In the end.
Hey, fuck that fucking Kev, bro.
Yeah. And like Kev was
I
over.
love Kev, but
I love Kev.
Bro.
And Wolfpack was over at that time, but it was like nah.
And then fucking Goldberg comes back and he's a heel after his injury. Like,
that was the other problem. Fucking Russo, heel Goldberg. What the fuck? No.
No one ever wanted that, bro. We just wanted Goldberg to get a run. But
goddamn, early on in this match, the Acclaimed, they take Darby out, Pillmanize him with the chair around his neck, throw him into the post, and the medics come, they take Darby out. So it's looking like this is going to be a handicap match with the Acclaimed taking on Sting, Dolo. But Sting is fighting.
Sting is beast, bro. How old is he?
62.
What the fuck, my man?
What the fuck, indeed.
And he don't look like the 62-year-olds that we had wrestling back in the day, Terry. Like, you know what I'm saying? He look like sharp, boy.
He's taking heat. He's taking bumps.
Like, I love Terry Funk, don't get me wrong, but Terry Funk looked like he taking some bumps.
Yeah.
Sting look clean, boy.
Yeah. Shit, if Terry Funk was in the type of shape Sting is in, he'd be out there moonsaulting and shit.
Facts.
Yeah. So I mean, Sting was looking great in this. Yeah, he's coming back. We go to picture. We come back. He's got Caster in the Scorpion. Bowens comes in, hits him with the discus, and then Sting just like bulks up, and he's like, "No, motherfucker, you gotta come harder than that." So he hits him with a super kick, and they start to double team him. But then Darby at that point runs back down. He makes the save. So then the Acclaimed try to jump him. Caster hits the mic drop on him. That gets a 2 count. Sting backdrops Bowens over the top. And then just fucking looks over at Max Caster. He sets him up on the table at ringside. Yeah. He's standing on the stage. And then he's no hesitation. Fucking dives off the stage and jumps on Caster through the table. I'm like, holy shit, bro. What the fuck?
He fucking
yeah.
I'm just going to eat myself right quick. Get back. Like he wasn't 62 years old. Like, yeah, I'm going to just jump off the stage. It's no problem. Yep. He's a beast, bro. Yeah. There was even a part where he slammed the motherfucker through the, what do you call it, the steel steps?
Yeah.
And then the steps were like way far from the ring, and he still puts 1 foot here, 1 foot there, and gets back up on the apron. I'm like, this motherfucker. If I try to do that shit with my knees.
Yeah. Crowd chanting, you still got it at him, which is like, that's a spot worthy of a you still got it chant for sure.
And I'm over here like, really, WWE? Really? Really? Undertaker? Really? Really?
That's an L, Taker. You didn't want to do it? That's an L. But hey, he's here now in a place that respects the shit out of his legacy. So that's fine. Yeah, Bowens gets dropped. Darby sets up, hits the coffin drop, and that gets the 1, 2, and 3. Darby and Sting have defeated the Acclaimed. Darby and Sting have beaten quite a few like real tag teams in AEW. So I feel like
them titles is coming soon.
I feel like are we going to see Darby and Sting fight for the titles?
I feel like they should get it off of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus if they're going to do that.
Oh.
Because there might be some boozing soon in those matches.
Hey, yeah, maybe. But I feel like if you do Darby and Sting versus Jurassic Express, for one, since AEW's got that whole Pillars thing going on, that's 2 of the Pillars, Jungle Boy and Darby going up against each other. And then you got Christian involved in that and Sting. And I feel like that you do that program right, that puts over Jurassic Express huge. And I feel like that's the type of time they're on right now. They want to put over Jurassic Express huge.
I would have them have some crazy matches before we do this, though.
Yeah.
Because I want both teams to, if they're going to do babyface versus babyface, these two teams got to look disgustingly strong.
Yeah.
And for this, because then they got to be really over for the crowd to be into it and not be like, well, I don't know because I don't want these guys but these guys and I like these guys, but these guys too. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to get over that little hump then.
Yeah. Because, I agree that they should give them both of them some more solid wins in the lead up. And especially to keep them up. But I do think that they're both over. Because, like, shit, Jungle Boy's over. Darby and Sting are over.
Sting will never not be over.
Yeah, you forget how over Luchasaurus is from match to match.
But it's like, bro.
Like, you put Luchasaurus in with, like, 5 of the most over motherfuckers in the business, and the crowd will be chanting Luchasaurus for 5 straight minutes. Like, it's crazy how over he actually is.
Yeah,
and it flies under the radar.
You got to think about it. He's a motherfucker who's huge as fuck. Yeah. He's got a fun gimmick where even the kids can like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, like, on top of him being, you know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Like, seriously, DX King.
Yeah. I can see that.
Where it was like, I feel like that Kane was so over during that.
Yeah.
Because he was finally being humanized and whatever and whatnot. And it felt so good to have that little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And with Luchasaurus, he's already more or less like humanized, but he's still like a dinosaur. So, you know, it's kind of fun to see him interact and be that kind of person from time to time. Yeah. It's cool.
And shit, that could be a feud. That'd definitely be a big feud for the kids. Mm-hmm. Fucking Darby, Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, all of that. That's all super kid friendly characters right there.
Yep. And get you some action figures, get you an AEW ring.
Yeah. So it's a lot to think on, but that's AEW Dynamite. I thought this was a good episode. I thought this was a strong episode.
This was solid.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I said, the only thing that bothered me from rip to the end was just, that Jon Moxley thing was so big.
Yeah.
So big. You know what I would have done? I would have had this be like the middle match, and I would have had Shawn Spears and CM Punk have an actual match.
A real match and put them on last, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that would have been the play that I would have went for, but
yeah.
I mean, nonetheless, it was a good episode. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I had that little bit of lingering feeling of like, yeah, but it's not as good as this. You know what I'm saying? And I love Sting to death, and I love to see him wrestle. I'm not going to act like I didn't just watch one of the greats of all time just go out there and do his thing. But it's just like, man, that could have been, reserved for something that was a little bigger. Yeah. And could have been bigger, and they just fucking... Because I would have done even more character work and more storyline with that match, you feel me? With the whole CM Punk and MJF feud going on, and
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I would have had that be the focus. I would have made that feel bigger. I would have had Shawn Spears and CM Punk go out there and have a fucking banger. Because CM Punk, he can have some bangers, and I feel like Shawn Spears is one of those guys that he can go. Like, you put him in a ring, he can wrestle, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that he was like the big heel, he had these big heels aligned with him, you feel me? They could have had a situation where like Wardlow, gets involved or MJF gets involved and Wardlow's trying to stop it and Shawn Spears is like, yo, fuck it. And then, you know what I'm saying? Where they have like a little internal beef and you keep building that little internal heat between them. But I guess, they're not ready to pull the trigger yet on that because they keep pulling back. Every time they get them right there where they're about to break up, they pull them right back. But, I would have done something at least to make it feel like a bigger match and make people want to see it more because I feel like they kind of pulled back from that match. You feel me?
Yeah. I feel like it's what we talked about at the top where it's like understandable if you want to lead with something big because of, you got that Big Bang Theory lead in, so your numbers are going to look stronger at the top of the show. But I think it's a matter of balance. And then if you're going to start with something strong, you got to end with something strong. Yeah. And not that Sting and Darby is not strong, but like something equal ends of the spectrum on each end of the show.
And there's nothing more over than CM Punk right now in AEW, so that's what I would have ended with. I love Sting. I love Darby. In the ring, I love Max Caster and I love Bowens. So it's like, but it just felt off to me because I wanted this to be a bigger deal and not this. This would have been good to me as a big, the meat of the sandwich?
Yeah.
Like that big, piece where it's right in the center. And then you like, wow, that was great. And then you have little segments here and there. I felt like this AEW was very segment heavy.
Yeah, they had a good amount of segments on this show.
And, I don't really complain about that because they do segments well. But, I kind of miss some of the matches here and there. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of those matches were just so quick and, like, there was a lot of squashes and, like, or if not, like, quick matches. And I was kind of expecting a little more because their storytelling is very match-based.
Yeah.
So when they switch the other way around, it feels like something's missing or some shit. It's weird.
It's like we talked about last week where it's like, you've kind of grown to have that expectation of you're going to have at least one like crazy match on an AEW Dynamite. And like the last few weeks, it's been more, you'll have some good matches, but you're also going to have some squashes while they use a lot of angles to build up their stories going forward. So, yeah, I guess it's a weird transitional thing.
But yeah, Tev, let these beautiful people out there know exactly where to find us.
Indeed, yeah. You already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where any other podcasters and wrestlers and everybody we associate with post all our goings on and all that is going down. As far as the audio goes, we are everywhere audio is found. That is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast. Everywhere your podcasts are found, just search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. As far as the visuals, twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. Also find us on YouTube. Search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And when you get here, like the videos, click subscribe, and click the bell so that when the new content drops, it goes straight to you. You as well. As far as me personally. Find me on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. Find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter fuck me.
Goddamn, pal.
You can find me on Twitter at the number 6, the letter fuck me. That's not the right one. You can find me on Instagram at the number 6, the letter X, the letter L. That is at 6XL. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX. Ain't I great? That is at SIIXX. You already. And you can also find us on TikTok at Ramblemania Show, where we post random little funny clips of these shows that we record for you. You feel me? Just so if you want to check something out right quick right now, you know what I'm saying? Right now we got that more with that Star Wars on it and a little bit of Busta Rhymes. Give me some more.
Yeah, give me some more.
So yeah, go check that out. I think it's time to leave these these very loyal, very loyal, so loyal Banter Club loyalists with a little something that we like to call a too sweet.
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
and a good night.
Wild thing. Once
Wild
again.
thing.
You make my heart say fuck it.